Hi, this is Jennifer Rose, and I would like to share with you one of my practices that I really, really love. I always focus on my practices around miracles, meditation, and slow mindful movement. And this is a yoga nidra practice that I have created for a special class that I'm doing. I'm doing 3 sessions outside by the water for workers, care workers, social workers, counselors, admin people, um, facilities people, all these people who work for an organization that help and support children and families in our community. So I have created this yoga nidra session to support them even after the class that we're having so that they can go back and listen to this and practice yoga nidra. The theme of this yoga nidra is resting in stillness, or even the idea and experience of resting in the stillness of your inner being. I hope you enjoy this practice. Just a few little housekeeping ideas to turn off your phone or put it on do not disturb. Have a light blanket or sheet to cover you, just depending on the temperature of where the season of when you're practicing, and maybe even an eye cover. You can practice reclined, semi-reclined, or even seated, whatever works for your body at any given moment. So as you are ready, kind of wiggling and jiggling and getting yourself comfortable. Maybe there's a wrinkle that you want to smooth out, or the sheet is tucked too tight on your toes. You want to loosen that, or whatever you need to do to make yourself comfortable. Even 10 more percent comfortable, 15% more comfortable. And then as you settle into your space, take a long, deep breath and even a spontaneous sigh if that would feel helpful. And just another note, you might hear some ambient noises of where I'm recording this. We just had a thunderstorm, and I can hear some lingering thunder off in the distance, and also birds. And then my dog is here with me in the room, so you might or might not hear some of those ambient sounds. So as you wiggle and jiggle, just notice how you're resting in your space. Notice where your head is supported, your shoulders, your hips, your legs, and even the heels of the body, how you are completely supported. And then bring awareness now to your tongue as you soften your tongue and let the tongue just sort of float in your mouth. And notice if there's any lingering flavors there. Maybe something that you've eaten or had to drink recently. And just whatever comes to you, let it come and welcome it. And now bring your awareness to the edges of your skin and notice the coolness of the skin that's uncovered, maybe the cheekbones, the tip of the nose, and then notice the texture of any of the clothes that you're wearing or the blanket or the sheet that's covering you. And now gather your awareness to both nostrils, noticing any fragrances in the air, any scents or oils, or maybe even your deodorant or fabric softener. So just noticing what comes to you. And then any sights behind your eyes. So your eyes could be open, your eyes could be closed. However you want to practice is perfectly fine. You can't do the practice wrong. There's no way to do the practice wrong. There's no way for you to be you wrong. So notice in whatever shape the eyelids are, what are the images that you see? And this could also be lights or shadows behind the lids, or even images in your mind's eye. The images could be from the past or the present. Whatever comes to you, just welcome it, thank it, let it go, allow the eyes to soften and move more and more into the present moment. And then bring awareness now to your ears and your sense of hearing. And again, you might hear ambient noises in your environment, ambient noises in my environment. So notice what's coming to you. And instead of trying to reach out and identify the sounds and name the sounds, notice if it's possible for you to soften the ears, soften the ear canals, and let sounds come to you. And notice that in this moment, your senses gently move inward. They gently move from reaching out to label and name and identify external experiences, and they gently move more and more into the present moment, the present experience of stillness. And you might notice as we move through our practice together that there's this invitation that I am extending to you to notice and welcome and rest back in whatever you're experiencing in the present moment. So now ask yourself, what is my intention for practice? And whatever comes to you in the moment, welcome it. There might be something you desire for practice, or you might choose to use the idea that your intention for practice is simply to rest in stillness, or to rest in the stillness of your inner being. And you can quite simply change that into what we call a sankalpa, or a simple affirmation. And you might choose to use the sankalpa, I rest in stillness. So whatever comes to you as your intention for practice, whatever comes to you as your sankalpa, maybe something, maybe nothing at all, repeat it to yourself 3 times, silently and sacredly. And if something comes to you as you repeat your sankalpa, welcome it. And if nothing comes to you, just rest back in the stillness of the present moment. And now we can expand this sankalpa, expand this intention to a more macro view, a wider view, something that you would want for the whole world, something that you would want maybe for your family or your community. And this could be as simple as your heart's desire. Notice, what does it feel like in the body to have that intention or that desire come true right now. So instead of waiting for this heart's desire, this intention to come true in the future, what would it feel like if your intention were true right now in the present moment? And then welcoming whatever comes to you, whatever it feels like. And we call this direct experience, this experience in the body, we call this the felt sense. So whatever comes to you, notice it, welcome it, and then relax back in the stillness of the present moment. And we'll put that off to the side for a little while. We'll put off the sankalpa, or the intention for practice. We just set it aside, and then we'll return to it at the end of the practice to see how it's developed, grown, or changed, or simply nothing at all. And now we'll take some time to settle deeply into what we also call your inner safe place, or your inner resource. This is a place where you can retreat to. This is a place where you can conjure in your imagination, a place where you feel safe and calm and at ease. This is a place where you can go to in your mind or in your mind's eye, where you can be still and quiet. And remember that in the core of your being, the inner sanctuary of your being, it's quiet and it's still. And you can use your imagination here. You can use memories or dreams. You can harness the senses to create this place where you can rest exactly as you are, feeling deeply nourished and supported. So gather now your senses, your imagination, your memories to create a place where you can rest deeply in stillness. And then notice, are you with people or are you by yourself? Are you in motion or are you still? Have you gathered animals around you or special spiritual helpers? Or even helpers from the past or helpers in your present life? Just notice who or what you're bringing around you in this inner safe place. And then begin to notice, are there textures or colors? Do you notice lights or shadows? Can you feel the temperature of the air on your skin as you're in this safe place? Is there special lighting? Are you inside or are you outside? Is it daytime or is it nighttime? And just notice what it feels like to rest in this place that you've created exactly as you want it. Just notice what that felt sense is to rest in your inner resource, your inner safe place. And just know as we move through our practice, if there's any time that you feel overwhelmed or you need to have some extra rest, you can always return to your inner safe place to rest back, to soften, to renew yourself, And then join the practice as you feel ready. Now, let my voice be your voice, your awareness, as we move awareness around the body. As we move into this body scan, you need do nothing but let my voice lead you. And as we move through these points of the body, that you bring your awareness there and you soften and relax. So allow your eyes to soften. Bring awareness to the bridge of the nose, between the eyes. Move awareness to the right eyebrow, the right eye, the right temple. Gather your awareness, moving to the back of the eyeball and just noticing the nerves and the muscles back there, and just notice sensation. And then slide across the bridge of the nose to the left eye, the left eyebrow, the left temple. And gather awareness behind the eye to the nerves, the left eye, the nerves and the muscles behind the left eye, and just notice sensation there. And then notice both eyes together. Slide awareness to the right cheek and the left cheek, both cheeks together. The right ear, the tip of the right ear, move awareness down the edge of the right ear to the right earlobe and the whole outside architecture of the right ear. Then bring your awareness to the left ear, the tip of the left ear. Trace awareness down the shape of the ear to the left earlobe and the whole left ear, the whole outside architecture of the left ear, and both ears together, softening in the stillness of the present moment. Glide awareness just under both nostrils to the upper lip. And then notice as you breathe softly and smoothly that you might feel that slight movement of air above the lip. And then bring awareness to the bottom lip, both lips together. The inside of the right cheek, the inside of the left cheek, the top gums and teeth, the bottom gums and teeth, and then sensation in the whole mouth. Sensation in the whole mouth, the whole tongue. Just noticing what you experience there. And know whatever comes to you, there's no wrong way to do this. There's just this noticing, allowing, and resting back into the present moment. Now glide awareness to your throat, the inside of the throat, the back of the neck, the front of the neck, and then settle softly with your awareness into the well of the throat. And just notice, what do you feel there? Glide along your right collarbone to your right shoulder, noticing what you sense in the shoulder joint. Could be a softening, might even be something tight. Whatever comes to you, whatever comes to your awareness, just rest back. And then glide down your right upper arm, your right forearm, your right wrist, to the palm of your right hand, the center of your right hand, your right thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, the whole hand in your awareness, radiant sensation moving from the palm of your hand out to all your fingertips, the whole hand in your awareness, the whole right arm in your awareness. And then glide along the right collarbone to the well of the throat, along the left collarbone to the left shoulder. And then notice what you sense there. Your whole shoulder, whole left shoulder, and you might feel softening, you might feel stillness, or you might find little spots and places that feel tense or tight. Whatever you're experiencing, let it come to you, welcome it, and then rest back in that stillness. Glide down your upper arm, your lower arm, your left wrist, the center of your left palm, the center of your left palm, your left thumb, left index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, the whole hand together, all 5 tips of the fingers in your awareness, radiant sensation, noticing what comes to you. The whole left arm, both arms together, the heart center, the right side of the chest, the left side of the chest, the right waist, the left waist, the right hip crease, the left hip crease, the whole torso together, the whole torso together, just noticing sensation and resting back. Now gather awareness to the right hip. And again, the right hip is this joint that you might feel softening back as you rest awareness there. And you may also feel some places that are tight. Whatever comes to you, notice it, allow it, welcome it. Rest back in stillness. Slide awareness down your upper right leg, your right lower leg, the calf, the shin, the right ankle. And then gather awareness to the center of your left heel. The center of your left heel, and just notice sensation there. The sole of your foot, the right big toe, the second toe, the third toe, the fourth toe, the fifth toe, all 5 toes of the right foot together, the whole right foot, the whole right leg, the whole right leg, the whole right leg. And then slide awareness across the midline of the pelvis to the left hip crease. And then notice, we'll spend a little time here just resting in sensation of the left hip, the musculature and the ligaments and the joint. Notice if there's a softening, or even notice if there are tight places. Whatever you notice, just let it come to you, welcome it, allow it, rest back in the present moment. The left upper leg and thigh. Glide down the left leg to the calf and the shin. The left ankle. The center of the left heel. What do you notice there? The whole bottom of the left foot, the left big toe, the second toe, the third toe, the fourth toe, the fifth toe, the whole left foot together, the whole left leg together, from hip crease to toes, both legs together, the whole torso, both arms, the head, the whole body in this present moment, resting. Nothing to do. There's just the witness of the whole body resting, and noticing that even as the body softens, the mind can soften too. This feeling of open, stillness, awareness. Just feeling and allowing. This gentle witnessing. And if you wander off with a thought or emotion, that's okay. Gently come back to feeling and witnessing your essential self. Now allow your awareness to come back to your breath. That your breath is soft and smooth. It knows exactly what to do, as if it is breathing you. So notice the breath. And even when you bring your awareness to the breath, it might change. But there's a knowingness that the breath has its own intelligence, as if it is breathing you. And as you notice the breath, gently direct the breath, or imagine as you inhale, the breath is moving up the body from the feet to the crown of the head. And as you exhale, the breath is moving down the body from the crown of the head to the feet. So the breath moves up the body from the feet to the crown of the head, and the breath moves down the body with the exhale from the crown of the head to the feet. And we'll breathe like this, just witnessing on the inhale, the breath flowing up, and on the exhale, the breath flowing down, just witnessing this breath as it moves up and down for about a minute together in silence. And wherever you are in the breath practice, bring awareness now to what it would feel like to be in troubled waters. And gently approach this thought, this feeling, this emotion of troubled waters. Whatever that comes or brings to you, what does troubled waters feel like? And the body continues to gently rest back as you explore the felt sense of troubled waters. Now bring your mind and your thoughts and emotions to feel the felt sense of still waters. What does still waters feel like? Smooth waters. And can you notice whatever comes to you as you feel or sense still waters? And then we can move the mind, the emotions to the felt sense of troubled waters. As we explore these opposite felt senses. Troubled waters. What images or thoughts or feelings does that bring to you? And then we'll gently move to the opposite of still waters. What does that bring to you? What thoughts or feelings or felt sense? Still waters. And we'll move back again, gently touching into the felt sense of troubled waters. And then we move gently to its opposite of still waters. What does that feel like in the body? And then with this sense of curiosity, there's no way you can do it wrong. What does it feel like to bring both opposites together? What is the felt sense of troubled waters merging with still waters and still waters merging with troubled waters so that you're feeling both together, so that you can welcome both felt senses together simultaneously? What does that feel like? And as the mind drops back to witness this deep felt sense, this deep resting, this deep stillness, moving more and more into the deep stillness of yourself. There's nothing to change. There's nothing to do. There's this effortless beingness in the stillness of who you really are. Allowing yourself to experience this moment exactly as it is. There's nothing to do, there's nothing to fix. There's just this resting in the stillness of your inner being. We'll take a moment together, about a minute in silence, coming home to yourself, coming home to your inner stillness. Now recall your intention for practice, your sankalpa, and just notice, has it changed? Has it evolved? Maybe it has, maybe it hasn't, maybe you can't even recall it. Welcome whatever comes to you in this present moment awareness. Notice the edges of your skin, the coolness of the cheekbones and the nose, the warmth of the parts of the body that are covered. Notice any sights or sounds that you hear in your environment. Notice any scents or fragrances. And take a little bit longer, deeper breath. Stretch the fingers and the toes. Blink the eyes open slowly. Our practice together is now complete.